Killer, FS Investigates, Hatfield McCoy Museum and Adventures is our YouTube channel, and FredMcCoy.com is one of our web pages. You're probably wondering what's going on behind me there. That's one of the people that was on a KYT newscast a while back. We were going to talk about this is the next day after the shooting and the search warrant happened, so we're going to talk a little bit about that.
Okay. Sounds good.
You want to play the video, babe?
Okay. I'll see if I can pull it up here for you.
People in the area say Harless was always someone they could talk to and count on.
Quiet as a mouse. I mean, nobody, this guy right here wouldn't bother nobody. I mean, he didn't. You know, he was a very helpful person.
Neighbors like Bill Harris agree this is usually a quiet area. Yet the night of the shooting, he says it was anything but quiet.
Well, I heard a whole bunch of commotion going on, and this one siren come up and it shut off right in my front door. So I thought that was in my driveway, and I opened the door and there was, and I hauled down through here too.
London police say the officer involved has been placed on administrative leave per department policy.
Interesting, guys. That was on the that was the day after the search warrant and the shooting. And that Bill Harris there, the last gentleman you saw right there behind me, he says when they first come down through there, they come to his driveway, and or some of them did, and he thought they was there at his house, and then said they were all up and down Van Zant, the road there, really. But you know, so maybe they were meant to go to another house, or some of the ones in front thought that's where they were going. And I don't know what they thought. We can second guess all day long. Who knows? But some of them evidently went down to his house.
Exactly.
And then the rest of them must have went to 511, and I guess everybody just said, "Hey, we'll go up there and join in with them."
So how did they end up in two different places then?
Well, evidently this guy here, Bill Harris, was that his name?
I think.
Lives down below.
His first name is Bill.
Lives down below. 511. Lives down below Mr. Harless.
Oh.
And again, today's 18, 19 days since this happened, and nobody has still. And guys, I keep seeing people on the news and places, and they say they've filed a open records request, and the clerk's office tells them that the search warrant hasn't been returned yet. Well, as for the search warrant affidavit, the search warrant, if they didn't confiscate anything there at the house on that warrant that was listed on that warrant, like a weed eater and a heater, then there wouldn't be nothing listed on there anyway. But that's a play on words when they say the search warrant hasn't been returned. We don't have a copy of it. They may not have a copy of the search warrant. Maybe it hasn't been returned, taken into evidence by the state police, maybe they could say. But there's an affidavit for a search warrant on file at that clerk's office. That's the way a search warrant works. Once the officer swears to the information that's in that search warrant, including the address, the description of the residence to be searched, what they're searching for, who they're going to search, what vehicles they're going to search. Once that affidavit is filled out and the judge signs it and the search warrant, the affidavit is returned to the clerk's office. It's put into a file in the clerk's office. It stays there. It remains there. And that's why it does that for, so the officer can't go back and change anything on that.
Wow.
And so there's an affidavit for a search warrant at that clerk's office. The search warrant the officer takes with them, reach me on 2 forms right there, punk.
So they're asking for the wrong thing.
Well, they're asking for the search warrant, And
This is the search
yeah,
warrant.
here's the search warrant. Where's the camera at?
There.
It's on my camera.
Yeah.
You've got me.
Because I've got my little
Yeah.
logo thing there.
That's
So
the search warrant. That's what the officer will take with him. Now we done a video on the search warrant. If you'll look back, it had a bad video to it, so Sheila cut the video out. Now there's no video there because it was echoing so bad.
Yeah, we're still learning all this stuff.
But you can go on there and we go through the search warrant and the search warrant affidavit and explain a little bit of it to people that may not understand. It's been years since I've fooled with them, but
that's the affidavit. Yeah,
of course. And this is the affidavit. This is what the officer fills out. That goes back to the clerk's office. Now,
wow,
they've got a copy of this in the clerk's office, and of course it says stolen or embezzled property, and you'll mark down what you're looking for. And the following describe personal property to wit. You're going, what are you looking for? A weed eater, a heater, whatever it might be. And then on the back is where the officer signs, and that's where the judge, in that box is where the judge will sign, which makes that search warrant affidavit and the search warrant valid.
Wow. So I'll put these again at the back of the video so people can see this. So they should be asking for the affidavit search
right there's where the judge, this is on the search warrant. This is page 2 of the search warrant itself.
Okay.
So both of these, the affidavit and the search warrant, will have where the judge has signed the warrant.
Okay.
And then in that big box there, whatever is taken, confiscated during that search will be listed in that box at the bottom.
Wow.
So other than that, guys, this is going to be a short video.
This was just about them going to the wrong residence again?
Going to the wrong residence.
Yeah.
And, that reminds me of a story. Back when I was an officer, if we was out making raids, we used to go and even if we hadn't been able to make a controlled buy off of somebody, and we went by somebody's house or something that we knew was doing something bad, all of us would pull up and we'd throw on our brakes, a whole line of police cars, and we'd throw on our brakes out front, and then we'd take off like we was at the wrong address. But in the meantime, people would tell us later on, informants, that that person was in there flushing.
Getting rid of.
Yeah, flushing. So, of course, they've just pulled down too far, evidently. But it reminded me of things that we used to do as young police officers, and especially if you, guys, it's Fred and Sheila.
Yeah.
Sheila's in there somewhere.
I'm here. You can see my picture here.
She's beside of me, and
I just didn't get straightened up today.
Yeah, it's snowing outside, cold, wintry day. This is going to be the only video we do today.
Yeah.
So
just a little quick video on how I went to the wrong house. Another one.
If you'll notice, the first gentleman there in that news story, he said there was no better person.
Mr. Harless.
Yeah,
Harless.
Doug.
Yeah.
He was bragging on Doug, said there was no better fella. And guys, that reminds us, if you're on Facebook, go to Justice for Doug. Go ahead, babe.
Yeah, it's called Justice for Doug. And they keep up and post different things as well. And isn't there a march or something on the 25th of this month?
The 25th. Sheila and I will try to go cover that. I think she's going to do that live.
Going to try it.
So we're going to try to be in London on the 25th. So we'll see what happens then. But you can go to Justice for Doug on Facebook. Make sure you like and subscribe to that page, and they'll keep you up with, if nothing else, it's not really showing disrespect toward anybody else or wanting to argue or anything. It's more or less Justice for Doug, just supporting this fella
and his family.
That appears to have died in vain. I mean, that's as simple as that. Died by mistake, died by negligence.
Thanks to everyone, though, that sends us stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Calls us, text, emails. We appreciate y'all giving us all this stuff and helping us out.
Look at that, guys. If I could lean over there and get directly down.
There you go.
Look
right there. Stop.
Look at that.
You all, please like, subscribe, and share. Stay warm and God bless.
God bless.